So there's a fight coming up between Benn and Chris Eubank Jr., which is huge here in the UK. Is it huge elsewhere, do you think?
I have not heard of it being huge elsewhere, but who cares? It's huge there. And the people that are going to have their asses in the seats are going to have their asses in their seats at Tottenham Hotspur. So, like, it doesn't matter if it's huge anywhere else. The one thing that I love about British boxing, having started my career in Montreal was a hotbed for local rivalries. Montreal built its reputation for boxing not by the world champions it had, but by the local rivalries it created and the amount of people who would come out to see these local rivalries. And the UK still does that probably better than anyone else in the world right now, to make fights and make it important to watch by two local guys. It's almost to the point, and I'm not wrong in saying this, right now you're going to see there are going to be more people going to see two guys fight for no world championship, no world title, than they go to see a world championship fight.
Well, yeah, it's all about, of course, it's all about legacy, isn't it? With their fathers having two fights previously, and do you have any views on who might nick that one? I mean, I have a personal favourite anyway, in that I genuinely like Chris Eubank Jr. I think he speaks a lot of truth about boxing, which is actually quite refreshing. Perhaps a little bit of a risk taker in terms of doing that, but how do you see it going a particular way?
Before I answer that,
yeah,
I want to make a point that, yes, you're absolutely right. If these two guys were called Connor Jones against Chris Smith, it wouldn't be at Tottenham Hotspur. It might still be a big fight. There might still be a local British rivalry that would happen, for an area title, even for a British title that would create a certain amount of interest. The reason these extra tickets are being sold is because of the legacy of the name that both carry. And I think, more power to them that they can do that, living off the legacy of each of their fathers. But I think it's safe to say that neither one is their father. I think that's probably fair to say. I think they might even say it. And as a matter of fact, out of respect, they probably should say, I'm not my dad, and in both cases, and they'd be right. And that's okay. But there is a certain history to this, and that's fine that it carries on, that it carries on. Likely, you and I might not be alive to see each of their sons fight each other, which may happen, but that'll carry on the legacy of the two fighting families. As to how I see this going, I think I kind of am going to lean to you a little bit. I think overall, having beaten the better opposition, having faced the better opposition, I think I've got to, tip myself in a little bit favor of Chris on this one. I think he's overall just got that much more. He's the bigger guy, although in some fights a smaller guy does carry an advantage when it comes to speed. But I just think I'm going to give the edge to Chris on this one.